If you could go to Vegas right now and someone said you have to put all the money you've ever saved in your life on the Niners making it back to the NFC Championship or not, what would you do? You can't hedge here. You are gun to your head. What are you putting it on? All your money,
Man.
all of it.
All right, let me go step by step on this one. Would I put everything I own on them making the playoffs first? The answer to that is yes. I think they would make the playoffs.
Yeah, I wouldn't put all my life savings against that. I wouldn't put all my life savings against that either. The NFC is way too mediocre to bet against that.
Yeah. So I'm betting on them to make the playoffs if that's what we're looking at here. And so now the conversation goes from, okay, they're one of 16 teams that has to make it to the NFC Championship to they're 1 in 7 teams. And 2 of them actually. So 2 in 7. Can they be 2 of 7? I look across the NFC. Do I trust teams like Dallas, who they mollywopped last year? Philly is probably the one team that I would bet for sure that they're going to be one of those teams. So I'm going to earmark them in. But then who else? I mean, am I going to trust Seattle if they make it? The Giants? No, man. And I don't want to sound like a homer here, but
Minnesota.
Is there anybody else that I trust more than the 49ers outside of Philly? I don't think there is. I would have to make that bet in their favor to make it to the NFC Championship game. I would. They've got too much talent, man. They just have too much talent. Too much.
All right. So we're talking about all the money that I've saved from YouTube the last.
All
it's
of
a
it.
lot of money.
And not
a lot of money. It's a lot of work.
Let me be clear
part.
about this. Not like the way the 49ers went all in, where they went all in for Trey Lance. They're like, we'll give you the house, we'll give you the car, but we're keeping our big screen TV because we're not going to start them right away. None of that shit. All in. Everything you own on this bet.
Dude, I'm putting the stinger, the house,
everything.
The bank account. Look, here's the way I look at it. Should the 49ers go back to the NFC Championship? Hell yeah. They absolutely should. Minnesota, the Giants, Seattle, none of them are as talented of a roster as the Niners. It's the Niners and Philly. That should be the NFC Championship game. But should and will are different things. And the way I look at this team is that they're an underperforming bunch because of their coaching staff. They've lost a lot of key people in their coaching staff, and I don't think that they've adequately replaced them. It's not necessarily about Kyle. It's about the loss of McDaniel and Embry and Welker. And if I'm right about that, then this team will come up short despite the fact that they should be in the Super Bowl. Frankly, you could say they should be Super Bowl champions. But I am not going to put my stinger, my house, and my savings on the 49ers living up to expectations. This seems like a team that's going to fall short of expectations, and I'm not going to change my mind about that because they beat the Rams again. I'm not.
We're going to need...
They beat the Dolphins, or they beat the Seahawks in Seattle. That's a whole different thing. But I saw them get absolutely ran through by the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's going to be hard for me to unsee that anytime soon. Sorry.
That's totally fair, but somebody's going to have to hold us accountable because the 49ers are either making the NFC Championship game, and I'm keeping everything that I own, and Grant's losing everything, or they're not going to make it, and Grant's keeping everything he owns, and I'm going to lose everything. One of us is going to be doing this from McDonald's Wi-Fi. Let's just be clear about that.
Honey, I bet everything we own on the 49ers not making the NFC Championship game. We're bankrupt. I'm so sorry. I really thought it was a good bet. We're out. We need to move out. She'll understand. She will.
She'll understand.